So you're sitting there playing Black Ops 4 when you get into a gunfight with some dude who just seems to melt you really damn fast. You're probably wondering what the heck is going on, but it's most likely your accuracy. Even if you're trying to shoot at him and you're missing a bunch of bullets, well, don't worry guys. I'm here to show you guys some tips to improve your accuracy and pretty much have perfect aim compared to what you've already had. What is up guys, my name is Nick and welcome back to another Black Ops 4 video where I'm going to be giving you guys some tips to improve your accuracy in Black Ops 4 so you guys could win more gunfights. You probably see a lot of people always doing good in the game and stuff like that, and you're probably wondering how they're not missing their shots and why it looks like they have aimbot and stuff. Well guys, they don't have aimbot, I can tell you that much. Maybe some do, I don't know, but for the most part, people like myself as well included, I don't have it, and sometimes my accuracy does look like I might, and sometimes it looks like I'm really garbage, but hey, that's just how it is. But I'm going to be giving you guys 6 or 7 tips within this video to show you what to do to make your accuracy a lot better. Now guys, make sure to leave a like on this video. If you don't, unfortunately there will be a spider in your bed tonight. He might bite your eye, he might do something, you never know, so make sure to like it to get that spider away. Now guys, before we get into the list, if you could leave me your KD down in the comments below, let me know what your KD is. Are you guys good at this game, bad at this game? Like I said, mine's closing in on that 2.0. I'm gonna get it, man. I don't care. I'm not like the greatest and I'm not the worst, so I'm gonna get that. So let me know yours down in the comments below and let's get straight into this. I want to start off by saying that most gunfights are at close to medium range. You're never going to get into a gunfight where it's at super long range, and even if you do, it's 1 or 2 per match, so it doesn't really matter. So you should really be using guns that are good in those up close situations. That's either going to be an SMG or a very good assault rifle. Some guns I would recommend using is the Maddox, the KN suppressed. I would always put a suppressor on the KN, it's super good. Maybe the SOG, stuff like that, like the Damon, the Peacekeeper, anything you really want to use that are good for up close and medium range. Anything that gets to that longer range and stuff, you might end up losing some accuracy up close and the gun might shoot too slow, so you're gonna die. So try to use guns that are good for close and long range. Now let's get into the tips. Starting off at number 7, we're gonna go down to number 1 from here. At number 7, I want to say you should change your control settings to stick and move and also put it on to flipped. This is gonna help you guys a lot. Stick and move, you could jump shot a lot, and we're gonna get into that on another tip because that is super important. And then you want to set it to flipped, so you're not shooting with L2 and R2, you're actually going to be shooting with L1 and R1. This is better on a PlayStation controller, it just feels a lot more natural. On an Xbox you don't have to flip it or anything, but you should always put it to stick and move nonetheless. Going down to number 6 guys, this is the last one that has to do with the settings, and I'm going to say you shouldn't play on a sensitivity that is too high or too low. What I like to do is keep it in that mid range, anywhere from 6 to 9 I feel like is pretty good, because if you have it way too high, first of all, this game right here has 150 health, so those gunfights, like, you better stay accurate. So if you have it out, like, let's say 12, I don't know, so let's say your sensitivity is at 12 for example, and you're shooting at someone, you're going to be missing a lot of bullets because that's really fast, and he's going to be on target, he's going to be hitting you, dropping you and stuff. So if you're too high, you're going to be missing a lot, and if you're too low, you might not have enough time to actually aim at the enemy before he drops you. So make sure you play that on a medium area. It has 150 health, so you have to be more accurate than the enemy in order to drop them, and make sure you guys actually get those down. Now guys, before we go on to the 5th tip, I just want to say you guys could also get a pair of control freaks. These things are absolutely amazing. They help with your accuracy a lot, and what they are is pretty much extenders on your sticks, on your analogs and stuff, and they help out a lot, especially when you get to those medium to longer ranges and stuff. I personally use the CQC control freaks. Those are for close quarter combats, and if you guys want to get them, they're not too expensive. They're like 10 to 20 bucks, and you guys can also use code IT'sNick, save yourself 10% even more, so that's much better. You guys can even save. And they help out a bunch, guys. Trust me, get those if you can. And let's move on to number 5. So what you want to do here, this is what I used to do a lot when I first started playing Call of Duty and stuff. I had to do this one a lot, and I have to say it's helped me out a ton. What I used to do was I would get into a private match and I would turn off aim assist, completely turn off aim assist, so that you have no health whatsoever in gunfights. And then I would put every single bot on in the lobby. I would fill it up with bots, and I would just go ham for like hundreds of kills. I would get 200 or 300 kills just against bots, and I would not have aim assist whatsoever. And then once you go online and you put your aim assist back on, make sure to put it back on, because there's a few games where I forgot to put it back on and those are awful. But make sure to put your aim assist back on, and it's gonna feel so natural. It's gonna feel so easy, guys. So make sure to go ahead and do that. Now at number 4, I always say this, I always try to do this myself, and that is the fact that you should always be aiming for the upper chest in every gunfight. And once you get into the gunfight itself, try to aim higher, try to start shooting towards the head. Even if one bullet hits the head, that's a lot better than what the enemy is doing to you. If he doesn't get any bullets that hit the head whatsoever, you're going to be doing double the damage every headshot, so that's going to help you drop the guy a lot faster than he could do it to you. So you want to make sure you're always aiming at that chest. Not only are you going to be doing more damage, but it's also the easiest part to hit on the enemies. It's the biggest part. Usually they have all their armor on there and stuff, so make sure you aim for that. It's going to be really easy for you guys to hit, and it does a ton of damage, especially if one of those bullets strays off and smacks them in the head. You guys want to make sure you get those. Going down to number 3, this is probably one of the most important ones, and this list isn't in any order whatsoever. If it was, I would have put this at number 1, and that is to have your crosshairs always ready before seeing enemies. And what your crosshair is when you're running, when you're not aiming down sights, you see those 4 little lines that kind of make like a cross in the middle of your screen. That's your crosshair. You do not want that aiming at the floor when you're sprinting. You don't want that aiming at the sky or anything like that. You want that to be in the center of your screen, exactly where you think enemies are going to pop out of. If you think there's going to be an enemy coming down the corner, make sure that is aiming at the corner before you even go there. As you're sprinting there, make sure you have your crosshair aimed in all these areas where you think enemies are going to be, then you will get the upper hand on them. Once they turn the corner, their crosshair might not be on you whatsoever. You'll already be on them, so all you have to do is aim in and shoot them. Now I wouldn't recommend hip firing in this game. It's really bad. Like, for some reason the hip firing is just awful in this game, so don't do it. But trust me guys, get those crosshairs ready so you can aim down sights as soon as possible. Now going down to the number 2 tip, I also want to say this one goes with the pre-aiming a lot, what I just said about the crosshairs, but you should also be pre-aiming and trying to use a lot of head glitches. For those of you guys who don't know what a head glitch is, it's when you get behind an object and it seems like what you see is your chest is above the object and your head is above the object, so you see everything, but what the enemy sees, it kind of glitches it a bit, and that's why it's called a head glitch. They only see the upper part of your head. They don't see your gun coming out or anything, and nothing like that, so they could only shoot the upper part of your head while you see their body completely. So make sure to go behind a bunch of cars, a bunch of little garbage cans, walls, anything like that. Anything that hides your body from the enemy is going to help you guys out a ton, and I know a lot of people complain about that, but go ahead and use it guys. They're in the game for a reason. Don't let the enemy use it on you. Now I also want to say for the last tip right here guys, stock and grip are super important. Grip helps it so that your gun has no weapon sway or anything, or no kick while getting shot, anything like that, and stock helps you move out of gunfights. And like I said, this is really good. Stock to get out of the gunfights is probably really important. What you could do is strafe left, strafe right, jump and all that kind of stuff, and that's going to help you guys out a lot. Now like I said, stick and move is really important. I spoke about that in the first tip, and I said I was going to come back to it, and that's the fact that stick and move helps you guys jump with R3. That's your joystick, and when you jump and move left to right, you're a very hard target to hit. You don't want to be a sitting target. You want to make yourself pretty much unhittable in gunfights, and the best way to do that is by strafing left to right, jumping and all that kind of stuff, making yourself a very hard target. And then you also got to make sure you're accurate when doing that, so don't just jump around and not shoot at the enemy or anything. You got to shoot at the enemy still, but make sure you're always jumping. That's why I jump a lot of my kills and stuff like that. It's probably one of the best tips I could give you guys. But that's going to be it for today's video guys. That is the tips on how to improve your accuracy and pretty much have perfect aim at the end of the day and get more kills. So that should help you guys out a lot. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like. Let me know your KD down in the comments below guys. That would be amazing. Mine, like I said, I'm closing in on that 2.0. I'm gonna get it, man. It's gonna get there. It's so close. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here with those notifications turned on. You guys have been amazing lately, so I want to thank you guys for that. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.